Hey, welcome everybody. No music, no announcer. That's okay. We're having a Coke and a smile. Steve the Baxman Baxley with you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another page of insanity we like to call Steve's Sporty Balls, your sports and entertainment connection. Glad to have you with us. Let's get on with it. We're going first. Pardonnez-moi. Mm, Get you updated on some of the scores. In fact, we're going to get you updated right now on a big one, Major League Baseball National League Championship Series. And right now, we are in the top of the seventh inning. It is the LA Dodgers 3, Milwaukee Brewers 1. Dodgers lead the series 1-0. And right now, oh, buddy. It is just amazing what has gone on. We will give you details coming up. Of course, we will do that immensely. Right now, let's get you up to date on some other little score, on some news, and then we'll give you the recap and everything else. Our 15 and 45 are back. That's our sports updates. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Do da day. All right. Let's get to it. National Football League news. And this is a interesting one coming out of Cowboy country. 3 weeks away from the 2025 NFL season trade deadline, the Dallas Cowboys are indeed at a crossroads in terms of how their football team is playing. The offense and defense are literally polar opposites of each other. The Cowboys' offense is third in scoring, 29.7 points per game, rounded off, 30 points. And first in total yards per game, 387 and a half. But the defense ranks almost dead last, 31st in points with 30.7, and last in total yards at 411.7 allowed per game. Now, this year's Cowboys, 2-3-1, are on track to become NFL's third team ever with the most offensive yards gained and defensive yards allowed per game, alongside the 55 Chicago Bears 8-4 finish and the 85 San Diego Chargers 8-8 record. Those teams missed the playoffs. Ooh. Yet the Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones is certainly open to making a trade before the November 4th deadline. Said Jones Tuesday, which is tonight, "We have thought all along that if we see a way to improve this year with a trade at the deadline, then we'll take advantage of it. That's what we positioned for to start the year. To have ammunition do things if we have an opportunity. I don't have a trade in mind right now at all. If that comes about right now, if someone is on the phone, calling." End quote. Now, if there were a trade to be made, Jones would likely look at doing so on the defensive side of the ball to help the aforementioned scoring and total defenses. Dallas is equipped to make a blockbuster deal since the Cowboys are equipped with 4 first-round picks across the next two drafts after trading all-pro edge rusher Micah Parsons to Green Bay for Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark and 2 first-rounders. Now, the last time Jones pulled the trigger on an in-season trade around the deadline and parted with the first-round draft pick was during the 2018 season. That's when the Cowboys, let me just get rid of a little block here. It's when the Cowboys started 3-4 in their first year without Dez Bryant, the franchise's all-time leader in receiving touchdowns with 73. following a narrow 20-17 defeat at Washington in Week 7 of that year. Now, the Cowboys parted with their 2019 first-round pick the next day and acquired Pro Bowl wide receiver Amari Cooper from the Raiders. That move sparked Dallas to a 7-2 finish, ending the regular season with a 10-6 record, well atop the NFC East. Now, would Jones consider making a trade of that magnitude in 25 to help his ailing defense? Well, he was quick to point out that Clark only counts for $3 million on the Cowboys' 2025 cap sheet this season, after being traded over from the Packers a week before the season kicked off. Thank you, boys. Now that puts Dallas in a place where making a deal for 2024 NFL sacks leader and Cincinnati Bengals edge rusher Trey Hendrickson, hypothetically speaking, feasible. Dallas, as we all know, currently has $31.145 million in cap space to waste, which is the NFL's second highest figure this season, behind only the New England Patriots with $53.653 million, according to overthecap.com. Hendrickson's 2025 cap hit is $25.166 million. Ooh, joyous Laurel. Yes, indeed. Yes, I'm looking now. I'm looking, believe it or not. There we go. Okay, another NFL story where you're keeping an eyeball on. Something happened after the Bears' victory over the Commanders. Commanders. And, well, I guess you could say he had to be sacrificed. Bears receiver DJ Moore was hospitalized overnight following Monday night's 25-24 win over the Commanders. Bears coach Ben Johnson provided a bit more information on Moore's status on Tuesday afternoon, offering a positive update and clarifying it was a groin injury when he spoke with ESPN 1000 in Chicago on Tuesday. Quote, "It was precautionary. I think we got some good news on that. He should be coming back today here, and I think he'll be day-to-day going forward." Of course, when you have a groin injury, you are day-to-day. It was a groin deal that he was dealing with, and I think we're going to be okay, end quote. Now, Moore left the stadium in an ambulance after the game for a precautionary medical evaluation. He was initially inside the locker room with the rest of his teammates following the Bears' last-second win over the Commanders. The Bears did not disclose at the time what he was being evaluated for. Now, during the game, Moore caught 3 passes for 42 yards and had 2 runs of 10 yards. He appeared to be in some discomfort after taking a hit to his midsection during the first half. The 28-year-old is in his 3rd season with the Bears, who acquired him via a trade with the Panthers in March of 2023. A former first-round pick, Moore has enjoyed a solid career in the NFL. He's had 4 seasons, with at least 1,100 receiving yards. That includes a career-best 1,364 yards in 2023, his first season with the Bears. Very nice. I like that. Don't you? Yes. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? Glad to see you. How's Matthew doing? Hope Matthew and I hope your hubby Jerry is doing exquisitely fine. Hope he's doing well. And I got to tell you, it's great to be back. Okay, let's get some baseball news. And, well, wow. That was a very short stay in Boston. Veteran infielder Alex Bregman, formerly with the Houston Astros, will be opting out of his contract with the Boston Red Sox to become a free agent this coming off season, the New York Post reports. The 31-year-old is coming off a highly productive 2025 season for Boston, in which he slashed 273, 360, and 462 with 18 home runs and 28 doubles. Now, although he was limited to 114 games played because of a serious quad strain, Bergman still managed a big old 3.5 WAR for a season. He earned his third career All-Star selection and Bergman boasts a OPS of 132 and a WAR, WAR, of 43.1 across parts of 10 Major League Baseball seasons. Last winter, Bergman turned down a higher offer from the Detroit Tigers in order to sign a short-term deal with the Boston Red Sox. That deal paid him $36.67 million for 2025 and includes $41.67 million salaries for both 26 and 27, with opt-outs after each of those seasons. Since Bergman, on a rate basis, enjoyed his best offensive season since 2022, he and his agent, the Bulldog, Scott Boras, are betting he'll have a healthier market in the coming 25-26 offseason. One has to wonder, are the Detroit Tigers going to be in play? Now, that upcoming free agent class includes position players like Kyle Tucker, Pete Alonso, Bo Bichette, former Tiger, and Kyle Schwarber. However, at third base, Bergman's primary position this season, only Eugenio Suarez stands out. Boston figures to make an effort to bring Bergman back for 26 and beyond, and other teams possibly in need of help or upgrades at third base include Los Tigres, Detroit, yes, the Detroit Tigers, Seattle Mariners, Blue Jays of Toronto, Mets of New York, Phillies of Philadelphia, and the Texas Rangers. Wow. That was something. Okay. 12 minutes past the hour of 10 o'clock. We are nearing our first, and it's back. That's right. Our first 15-minute. Well, no, it's 15 minutes past the hour. We have our first sports check as we continue to reap the rewards of returning to you. Monday was pretty good. Now, tonight we were supposed to have my cousin Deborah join us, but she is suffering from migraines, so she literally said, I can't do it. And yes, friends, I am once again behind the Desilu Productions microphone, and it feels good to be back. Okay, so right now we're going to take a chance, do the dance, and give you all the scores you need. So let's go to it. It is time for our scoreboard. Yes, time for Sheila scoreboard. And if we can do it properly. Okay, we don't need two of these. There we go. Okay, let's get you updated on some of the action that's taken place. We are going to give you the entire look at all the news that's been happening in and around sports. The major stuff, then we go to the minor stuff and then the major stuff. That's how we do it. That's how we used to do it, and that's how we're going to do it. Anyway. Anyway. Let's get to it. Let's go through it. That's right. It is time for some scores. And we start first with the WNBA season is over, so we can't give you those scores. Give me a moment here. Yes, we are. I know. We're at the 15-minute mark. It's time for our first update. And let's give you some of the scores. And we shall. Let's go to it. Okay, so we're going to it. And it's not happening. Come on. Anyway, give us a few moments. We're trying to get things warmed up here. Come on. Okay, give us a few moments. We're going to try to get things back together. Get you some scores, some soccer, and everything else. So if you're ready, I know I'm ready. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, let us get you to some of the minor stuff, including some minor league hockey. Wow. Okay, the World Cup qualifiers, UEFA, Spain defeated Bulgaria 4-0. Turkey defeated Georgia 4-1. In more World Cup qualifying action, Ireland over Armenia 1-0. Portugal tied with Hungary 2-2. Estonia and Moldova tied at 1. And Italy defeated Israel 3-0. In other World Cup qualifying matches, it was Serbia over Andorra, not Andorra, but Andorra, 3-1. England smacked Latvia 5-0. In other qualifiers, it was Congo over Sudan 1-0. Senegal over Mauritania 4-0. Nigeria over Benin 4-0. South Africa over Rwanda 3-0. Let's see other scores. Morocco over Congo 1-0. Gambia over Seychelles 7-0. Gabon over Burundi 2-0. Ivory Coast over Kenya 3-0. Algeria over Uganda 2-1. Guinea over Botswana, or actually tied with Botswana 2-2. We had Mozambique over Somalia 1-0. In a couple games still going on in progress in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, CONCACAF division. In the 53rd minute, Suriname over Panama, 1-0. And in the 12th minute, El Salvador and Guatemala, no score. In final scores from the CONCACAF division of the World Cup qualifiers, Curacao and Trinidad and Tobago tied at 1. Jamaica beat Bermuda 4-0. In the AFC of World Cup qualifiers, Qatar beat the United Arab Emirates 2-1. Saudi Arabia and Iraq ended in a goose egg a tie. In featured international friendlies, Iran and Chile were canceled. Japan beat Brazil 3-2. And Argentina slam danced Puerto Rico by a score of 5-0. Nothing is as it seems, but we love it. Okay, let's give you some hockey scores, and then we are back with you. Do we have hockey scores? Yes, we got hockey. But once again, there we are. Okay. We are getting there, Yes. All right, the NHL regular season games. Let's give you first the scores of games that are still going on right now. In the second period, Calgary leads Vegas 2-0. First period just underway. Dallas leads Minnesota 1-0. Also in the first period, San Jose and Carolina are goose eggs. And final scores in overtime, it was it was Montreal over Seattle 5-4. Edmonton beat New York 2-0. Toronto wasted the Predators of Nashville 7-4. Washington over Tampa Bay 3-2. And the late game is the Anaheim Mighty Ducks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. They will be starting off a little late. Okay, let's keep it going here. The OHL, only one game going on right now. It's just ended. Kitchener over Guelph by a score of 5-1. In the WHL, Spokane over Medicine Hat in the second period, 2-1. How about that? We haven't missed a beat. And how about some basketball for you kids? We're going to give you some basketball. Preseason basketball action. Cleveland Cavaliers smacked down the Detroit Pistons by a score of 118-100. Games that are still going on in progress. Fourth quarter, the Oklahoma City Thunder leads by 2 over the Milwaukee Bucks, 109-107. Also in the fourth quarter, the Houston Rockets lead the New Orleans Pelicans by a score of 120-113. At the half, Denver Nuggets over the hapless Chicago Bulls, 57-55. First quarter, the LA Lakers over the Phoenix Suns by a score of 11-9. Portland in the first quarter leads Golden State Warriors 14-10. In other action, do we have any other action? Tried to find some good action, but I don't think we got any action tonight. Oh, yes, in the Korean Basketball League, Mobis Phobos defeated Daegu Pegasus 82-77. You'll be seeing, by the way, some Korean Basketball League action on the all-new NBA TV, which for the first time in about 10 years is totally going to be run by the National Basketball Association. That's right. So there you go on that button of joy. And we just did something wrong, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay, do we have any soccer? Do we have anything other than? Because if not, we'll get something for you for our second half. Right now, it is 22 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock, 10:22. And let's see if we can't give you some let's give you some OHL hockey. Yes, I think we just did, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We did get the OHL. Okay. And if there are any other scores, we'll get to those scores. Okay, kiddies. Let's get you results of some of the action from the collegiate hockey leagues before we go to our minor hockey leagues. And here we go. Canisius defeated Army by the score of 3-1. And I think that's about, you're kidding. That's all there is? Just one game? Wow. Bizarro. Canisius over Army by a score of 3-1. That is the only game in town. Let's see if we got. And by the way, I want to remind you that these scoreboards are pseudo-sponsored by Disney Plus. Hulu is coming. No, it's not Hulu is coming. What's the word? Oh yeah, Hulu is becoming Disney Plus in 2026. It's correct. Okay, let's I don't think there's going to be much of anything going on here. And we need the scores, folks. We need scores. Scores, people. We need the scores of what's going on. Do we have anything going on anywhere? Not greedy. Okay, let's head on over to the ECHL, the AA Developmental League. And wham, thank you. Do we have scores? We got no scores from the. Oh, they're doing games on Friday. Okay, thank you, ECHL, for that lovely moment of exquisiteness. Okay, let's get you to the American Hockey League, and we'll see if there's any scores in the AHL. If not, then we're done with the first half of our little shindig. And they also have games coming up on Friday, October 17th. So nothing going on tonight. Oh dear. Nothing is going on tonight. It's a pity, isn't it? Yes, it is. But hey, we're going to have something. I think we already gave you one score, so that'll, oh bless. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, well, not much happening in the minor leaguers, in the minor league hockey action. So that'll do it for minor league hockey. We are drawing near to when we usually would take a break, but we're not going to. We're breakless, kids. We're breakless. Anyway, just trying to find a perfectly good reasonability here. Okay. Then we're done with minor league hockey. We're done with NC2A college hockey. And do we have anything from the Ontario Hockey League, scores-wise? Okay, right now, what is this? Game number 87. Okay, so no other scores tonight. Thank you. We'll have it on tomorrow's show, we hope. Okay, that will give us a whole lot of background on it, yes. But we'll give you some scores and stuff from the minor league hockey and soccer as well. So there ye go, ladies and gents. Our first round of live scorage has come to a masterful conclusion. We'll have the pro version coming up at the 45-minute mark. We'll give you some big ol' hi, how are you? Let's go to our NBA score. Oh, we can't do the NBA scoreboard, not yet anyway. Right. So let's keep going. Let's give you an update on the baseball game right now. It is in the top of the 8th, and the LA Dodgers are massacring the Milwaukee Brewers 5-1. And if they win, the Dodgers win, they will hold a 2-0 lead. Okay, let's keep going with some more musical here. Now, can we there we go. Thank you. Okay, in the National Basketball Association, star forward Giannis Antetokounmpo has spent his entire 12-year NBA career as a member of the Milwaukee Bucks, even going so far as to win the first title for the Bucks in a long time. However, Antetokounmpo has begun to think about how he wants to conclude his basketball journey. He wants to finish his playing days in his home country of Greece. Said Giannis, quote, I'm 30 years old. I can play in the NBA until I'm 36, 38, but I like to end my career in a Greek team. Why not? I don't want to live in the United States, his words, not mine. As soon as I leave the NBA, I want to return to Greece. I could end my career here, whether this team is called the Philkios, Olympios, Panthikos, or Aris. I'm talking about all the teams now. Antetokounmpo, who grew up in Athens, played for Philadelphia from 2011 to 2013 before he was selected by the Bucks with the number 15 pick in the 2013 NBA draft. Now, since making his way to the United States, he has recorded a lengthy list of accolades, including becoming a two-time NBA MVP and a 9-time NBA All-Star, and helping Milwaukee win an NBA title in 2021. Impressive, is it not? Now, during his time with the Bucks, he has put together an averages of 23.9 or 24 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 5.0 assists while shooting 55.1% from the field in 24-25. The Bucks star averaged 30.4 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 65 assists while connecting on 60.1 of his shots. The Bucks made the NBA playoffs in 24-25, but were eliminated in the opening round in 5 games by the eventual Eastern Conference champion, Indiana Pacers. Antetokounmpo was the subject of trade rumors involving the New York Knicks during the offseason, but those talks never gained any serious traction. However, just last week, he revealed that he's locked into the Bucks for the 25-26 season, but is reserving the right to change his mind in 6 to 7 months, depending on the direction of the Bucks franchise. Ooh, that's some big stuff. That's some El Grande stuff. Would you like us? Did we do the NHL? Let's do the NHL scores. Let's give you an update on some of the scores. We got 5:34 left to play in the second period. Calgary Flames. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Calgary Flames lead the Golden Knights of Vegas 2-1. At the end of the first period, it is Dallas Stars 2, Minnesota Wild nothing. 4:38 left to play in the opening period. The Hurricanes and Sharks are goose eggs. Let's go for some finals, shall we? Edmonton Oilers defeated the New York Rangers 2-0. Maple Leafs, after their embarrassing loss against the Detroit Red Wings yesterday afternoon, they came back to swallow up the Predators 7-4. Les Canadiens de Montréal, they defeated Le Kraken de Sweden, not in Sweden, Seattle, 5-4. Capitals over the Lightning also went overtime 3-2. And the late game, the Ducks and the Penguins start at 10:30 p.m. So there you go. There's your hockey scores. You want to try some soccer scores? Why not? Could be something interesting. I don't know. Okay, let's give you a little soccer scorage because we got a lot. We got some time. Do we have any action in the... Oh, there you go. Okay, let's do the UEFA Champions League. Get to the scores if we can. And no, let's see. We're at the 14th, so okay. Nothing going on in the UEFA. Is there anything going on some of the other soccer things. Cities nothing from the Premier League even. I don't think they got the Premier League up and running. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. No, no soccer action. Wow, it's going to be something. We're pretty sure there should be some action, shouldn't there? Okay, it's 10:35. Let's get with some more news, and then we'll hit the entertainment world. Razorbacks, John Calipari made some news, a little bit. Just every bit of news. And we're trying to get it. By the way, LA 5, Bucks 1. Or Brewers 1. Alrighty then. This season marks the 34th year on the college basketball sidelines for Arkansas head coach John Calipari, with other old guard coaches backing out of the sport by the year, except for one, who we won't make mention. Izzo. By the year, those unable or unwilling to fully embrace the NIL and revenue-sharing era could soon be extinct. And Calipari made it clear at SEC Media Days Tuesday that he is part of that contingent. Immediate retirement may not be on the table for the three-time National Coach of the Year, but if his methodology proves unattainable, he said that is when he would call it a career. Said Calipari, I want to help 25 to 30 more families. The only way you do that is you're transformational as a coach. You're not transactional. If I became transactional, I'm going to pay you this to do that, to do this and that, then I won't do it anymore. I don't need to. Now, Calipari's final years at Kentucky came with a clear ceiling, and many attributed the early round NCAA tournament exits to a staunch commitment to an outdated model. Calipari was as successful as they came when recruiting one-and-done elite high school prospects was a surefire method to reach Final Four, but as the transfer portal led teams to stock up on veteran standouts and resulted in experienced teams winning championships, Calipari felt far behind. Said Calipari, quote, I think all of those said, I've done what I do, and I'm not willing to do all this to stay in the profession. If you watched us in practice, you would say he's still connected. I know before anybody else that it's transactional now. That's why if somebody or someone put their name in the portal, you're not coming back because it's not going to be transactional. If this is what you want, let's go. Let's work together. End quotation. Now, most first-year coaches load up on transfer talent to construct their debut roster. Now, despite inheriting an empty locker room at Arkansas, Calipari just took 2 transfers from programs not named Kentucky high school recruits, and then those who followed him from his old school made up his Sweet 16 squad. Now, one of the transactional elements of college basketball with which Calipari said he disagrees is constant transferring from program to program in search of paydays. Now, players who seek to use every last ounce of their eligibility to capitalize on their earnings potential also do not fit into the Calipari model. The second-year Razorbacks coach wants to reform those realities at a sport-wide level. That's right, a level. Calipari, once again, quoting, part of the reason I'm still doing this, my son is in coaching. We've got to fix some of this stuff before we're out for our own children. Right now, the things we're dealing with, we want to put it to other people, but the thing is filtered down to the coach and coaches, end quote. Why would kids want to stay in school 5 extra years? For money. Well, we've got to say you've got 5 years to play 4, and that's it. That's all. If we get those 2 things in order, we're on the path to being better, end quote. and we couldn't agree more. Anyway, there's your big old report. I think we mentioned this, but if we not, we will mention it right now. The NBA has begun, and you're probably all saying to yourself one question. So, what's the reason? Well, simple. The Dallas Mavericks, and coach Jason Kidd have agreed to a multi-year contract extension. The team announced today. The agreement comes just over a week before team season opener against San Antonio Spurs. The terms of the deal were not made public. The 52-year-old Kidd served as Mavericks coach for the last 4 seasons and posted a 179-149 record over that span. That includes a trip to the 2024 NBA Finals, where Dallas lost to the eventual winner, the Boston Celtics, in 5 games. Prior to his time in Dallas, he spent 2 seasons as a Laker assistant after 3+ years with the Milwaukee Bucks, where he went 139-152. He got his coaching start in 2013-2014 with the Brooklyn Nets, where he went 44-38 in 1 season before being bounced and traded to Milwaukee. Kidd became the subject of several coaching search conversations over the past few years. The Mavericks denied that the Knicks had a chance to interview him for their vacancy earlier this offseason. A Hall of Fame inductee as a player in 2018, Kidd faces a big season with the Mavericks. Dallas stunningly dealt away Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers in early February 25, receiving Anthony Davis, among others. In return, the trade was widely panned, and things went from bad to worse in Dallas when Davis was injured in his team debut, and Kyrie Irving later tore his ACL. The injury-ravaged Mavericks finished 39-43 and got into a play-in tournament where they beat the Sacramento Kings but lost to the Memphis Grizzlies with a playoff berth on the line. Then the Mavericks' fortunes miraculously reversed when they won the NBA draft lottery, despite having just a 1.8 chance to do so. That allowed Dallas to select Cooper Flagg, the consensus player of the year at Duke last season, who's already impressed in the preseason. With Flagg in the fold altogether, Davis, Derek Lively II, and Daniel Gafford, the Mavericks figured to have a fearsome front court defense with Klay Thompson and Max Christie among key wings returning. Free agent signee D'Angelo Russell will be the team's lead ball handler until Irving returns, if he returns at all this season. Now, Dallas is slightly favored to miss the playoffs at FanDuel Sportsbook, though if things go well health-wise and Flagg can make an immediate impact, the team will likely field one of the NBA's best defenses and contend for the postseason. We wish them luck. Okay, I think we've done all we can do with our regular scoreboard, because it is 10:43, time for Scoreboard Act 2. So, want we should do this? I think so. Okay, better yet, let's do we have MMA action? Well, let's see. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice little story. We'll just take off here. The UFC event at the White House has turned into a costly endeavor. UFC CEO Dana White recently revealed that the company will spend $700,000 just on grass. The mixed martial art organization is currently planning a card at the White House, tentatively set for sometime in June of next year. They should have it July 4th. Of course, that is America's 250th birthday. The unique endeavor comes with unexpected logistical problems. On Wednesday, White revealed that the company will spend well into the six figures to repair the grass that will be damaged on the south lawn where the octagon will be stationed. Such unique challenges. That's right. As he says, quote, this is just one little piece I was talking about last night to replace the grass because we're going to F up the south lawn, $700,000 just to replace the grass, White told Sports Business Journal. Such unique challenges underscore White's apprehension towards non-arena shows. He's historically avoided booking stadiums or outdoor venues, with the rare exceptions, such as UFC 306 at the Sphere and Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford at Allegiant Stadium, both in Vegas, baby. White continues, quote, there is no doubt about it. This is going to be the most challenging event we have ever done. I'm coming off a stadium event, which I don't like stadiums, to the thing I hate the most in outdoor events, end quote. That being said, White told CBS Sports in advance of Canelo versus Crawford that show's success could entice him to book UFC's first ever stadium show statewide. We wish him well. Okay. I think that's about all the news we got. Oh. Okay. I think we've done about. Okay, let's give you one soccer update. The United States men's national team taking on Australia. Things are slowly turning around for the U.S. men's national team after drawing Ecuador on Friday. The USMNT are showing signs of growth under Mauricio Pochettino, but another tough test is ahead. The red, white, and blue will host an Australian side who are unbeaten in their last 12 matches and are yet to suffer a loss this year. It's another high-level friendly for Pochettino to test his squad and see what they can do. After starting in a back three against Ecuador and having good performances from that formation in 2 consecutive matches, there is indeed a chance that Pochettino could stick with it yet again to start this match. Off. There could also be more rotation as he looks to see what his entire squad can do, but no matter what, this will shape up to be a close match between the two sides. And right now, in the second half, it is United States 2, Australia 1. So, hallelujah. And that, my friends, right now, for those of you that care, and I know you do, that is pretty much it for the wonderful thing about soccer. It's good. We're at 49 minutes past the hour. We went bye-bye at about 10:58 last night. So here we go. Go. Let's kick it off. Come on. All right, let's get to you some media, some things from Hollywood. We go to TV. That's right, we go to TV. Why? Because we go TV and then films. Ooh, this is going to be fun. All right. Hilaria Baldwin was eliminated from Dancing with the Stars and says that she was, quote, bullied off the show, end quote. All these reports coming from Deadline. Quote said, um, here we are. Hilaria Baldwin was eliminated since she was bullied off the show. Alec Baldwin's wife took to social media to make a claim that shocked everyone following her exit from the ABC competition show. Quote, I did get bullied off the show, end quote, she said on an Instagram Live on October 12th after heavy criticism on social media. Quote, I did, that's for sure. That is for sure. Despite feeling animosity from viewers, Baldwin did say she did enjoy her time on the show. I'm having to wait for a few moments so we can get things. Quote, I am so grateful for this experience that I had on Dancing with the Stars. I never thought I would dance again. I have all of you to thank for writing into the show and making this wild experience happen. I'm so blessed that I got to share this with my family. I loved everybody I met there, and I'm really excited to cheer on my castmates. End of quotation. Now, this was not the first time that Hilaria talked about all the negativity surrounding her during her time on Dancing with the Stars. In a video posted October 11th for World Mental Health Day, she said, quote, I would be remiss if I didn't address the elephant in the room, which is that there was some bullying going on aimed at me over the past few weeks, end quote. She continued, one of the most common things that people say to me when they actually meet me, is how surprised they are by the negativity that I receive, because in reality, I am none of the negative things that some people say, and that breaks my heart. Concluding, they take lives and they demolish mental health, and it's tragic how rampant this behavior is, and countless suffer daily. Like when you have a pop-up ad. There you go. There you go. Close. Some of the people who have harassed me for years and misrepresented and outright have lied about me, I know that they'll only be satisfied when I'm gone. It seems that nothing I say or do will be right in their eyes. Wow. The grape's so sour. Yet, believe it or not, I sympathize with the woman. I sympathize. Uh, Leave us to continue. Okay, we're going to do a couple more stories. Nope, better not do that because we don't want to do spoilers. Former contestants from across the Bachelor franchises will reunite for HGTV's newest competition, Bachelor Mansion Takeover. The competition series will bring back alumni from The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, The Golden Bachelor, and The Golden Bachelorette to give the famed property a makeover in a new uh, little bit of fun and excitement. Let's just 6-episode design show. Yes, I got it right. Design show. Jesse Palmer will host the competition with Tish Adams and Tyler Cameron serving as the judges. The cast of Bachelor Mansion Takeover includes Dean Bell, Jill Chen, Noah Erb, Alicia Gupta, Tammy Lai, Sandra Mason, Sam McKinney, Brenda Morais, Courtney Robinson Preciado, Jeremy Simon, Christopher Stallworth, and Joan Vassos as the Beaver. This time they'll be swapping their roses for paintbrushes to help transform the Bachelor Mansion. Each episode will feature an elimination with Tashia and Tyler judging each challenge alongside a guest judge. In the end, only one Bachelor alum will win $100,000. Ooh! So, huzzah, huzzah, and huzzoo. So there we go on that one. Okay. See if there's anything else we can talk about here. Okay, I think that's going to wrap it for the entertainment news. Okay, we have any? Okay, let's go for last update on the scores, stories, and everything else. Okay, let us. Okay, let's go to hockey for a bit. Okay, we'll wait for the miracle on ice. There it is. Alrighty. At the break, Calgary leads Vegas 2-1. In the second period, Dallas leads Minnesota Wild 3-0. Also at the break, San Jose and Carolina scoreless. And period number one, the Penguins lead the Anaheim Mighty Ducks 1-0. And in the final, well, I think we mentioned this. Okay, player in period number three, Medicine Hat Tigers and the Spokane Chiefs are tied at 2 apiece. Kitchener defeated Guelph by a score of 5-1. And folks, guess what? We got no more to tell you. Except thank you very much for joining us for our Tuesday Cha-Cha. And if you like it, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We have about 4 minutes. We're going to try to make it for at least 2 more. I have a load. Oh, boy, do I have a load of things to do for the remaining moments of this week. If I can teach the world to sing in disingenuous, non-perfect harmony. Okay. Yeah. Somewhere there is a. Oh, hi. Sorry about that. Didn't realize the camera was there. You can see my belly. By the way, I am going to be doing. This is the. I've been doing a little bit of artwork. And there's the next card I'm drawing, or next card I'm creating, or continue to create. I'll do some more on it tomorrow. And just decided, as a whim. Not bad when you look at it more. I'm glad to have literally found a success. But folks, that is going to wrap it up for us for tonight. I am Steve the Baxman Baxley. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm glad you were here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of it. And thank you for the big old welcome. It's truly appreciative. Thank you, everybody. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow night.